All right, everyone. So in this video, I am going to do the most basic of basic things, and that's explain each one of the tabs and how they operate and what you do within them in Fortnite Save the World. So let's jump straight into it because I don't want this to be too long. When you first start in, you may be on one of these tabs up top, whether it be Quest, Map, Command, Armory, Locker, Llama Shop, or Store. A good starting point is always go to Command, because this is where you are going to do a lot of your upgrading as it pertains to your character. But for starting sake, let's start under Quest and move left or right and explain each one of these. The quest will show all of your quests that you currently have available or things that you need to work on that are highlighted. Down here at the bottom left, you will see that there are other quest lines that you can go to, which are event items or things that you can run to get certain things, like different heroes or weapons and traps and all of that stuff. So if you hit go, it'll now show that as the highlight in the back. And then these are all of the quests that are involved that you see right here, right in the middle. So in this one, we can get the Jack's Revenge. Here we can get the Corsair and so on and so forth. These are side quests that you can do to obtain extra event people, event schematics, and stuff within Fortnite Save the World. So always look at your quests to progress through the game further and to pick up extra things. These should always be checked regularly. Then map. Pretty simple and self-explanatory. This is where you go to get to the different areas within Save the World. Everyone will begin right here with this green skull here. This is Stonewood. From there, you transition over to Plankerton. Once you have completed all of Stonewood and you are able to launch the rocket, there will be a rocket on your map somewhere. Okay, here's the rocket. Once you have played through the quest line, you can launch the rocket. The rocket will take you back to the map, and then you will have this unlocked, which is Plankerton. Within Plankerton, you can run your quest line again. As you go through the quest line, you'll pick up extra items that are needed to help you with the next area of the game, and you'll launch the rocket here, and that will take you to Canny Valley up here. It is important that you run the quest line. Too often people are playing through the game, but they're not actually leveling up. They're having other people carry them. This will only work against you in the future. You are going to run into people who will not help you because you are too underpowered, and you're going to find yourself in areas wanting higher things because you were impatient. Please don't be one of these people. I cannot stress that enough. Enjoy the game, play the game. It's meant to be played through. That's why it's a campaign. Play it through, see it through, and get everything that you can get within that level, because that is intended to help you with the next level. Canny's the same way. You launch, you start, you'll run your first defense, and then you'll play through the quest line. Canny is the longest quest line. I believe it's 19 pages. But it is well worth doing, because once you finish, you will have the Canny Valley Storm King over here that you can access and run later. And that will help you for the final boss and practicing and things like that. You can use this. So this is very important. I won't go into this in detail now, but this is important. Once you've done Canny and you've launched the rocket, you will then go down here to Twine Peaks. And Twine Peaks is the final stage of this game, unfortunately, because Epic has decided not to continue on when they could. But I won't rant about that. You can watch my streams for that. Twine Peaks, you'll run. Twine is a little different. There is no set quest line. There should have been, but there's not. So it's basically just running missions and leveling up and powering to get to the next level. This is the area where if you decide to get some help and get some people to boost you up a bit, this is where you want to do that. You can play through the storm shield defenses to unlock more of the map. That's the only way you're going to be able to unlock more of this map. Play through the defenses, unlock the map, and open up extra slots for your survivors and just level up. Run missions for evolution material and things like that so that you can level up. All of these things we will go through, and I'll explain leveling up in another video. But that's the map. One more thing on the map. Down here, this is an extra and this is an extra. This is your ventures. So if you're wondering what this palm tree is, currently we're in Scurvy Shoals. This is the venture area. You can see that in Quest. Go here, and it says Venture, Scurvy Shoals. So this is where we're currently at. Right here. This is Dungeons. This is opened up right now as another event. This is something that you can do to get extra things within the game. You can get tickets for these llamas. And you can open these pirate llamas because we're obviously Scurvy Shoals. We're in a pirate theme. And this will give you extra heroes, weapons, and things like that. So that's the map. The command tab is going to be where you power up. This is where you spend most of your time. This is where you set everything you need to do to increase your level within the game. So under the command, you've got your heroes. The first thing you can do is manage your heroes, which is where you can go to upgrade them. You can view all of them. You can click on the different options for them and see all of the heroes that you have. Your next one is your hero loadout. This is what you set for when you play. You'll have a commander, a team perk. These are your support squad, your support heroes that give you extra things. We'll discuss all this in another video. And then your gadgets that you can use. I will say under the hero loadout, as you progress through the game, it will unlock more slots where you can preset things to quickly change hero loadouts for various missions. So this is very useful and very helpful. Here you have your defenders. Defenders are special people that you can place on a defender pad in a specific area that you can use to help you fight. If you are by yourself and you don't have friends with you and you need a little extra support, you can use a defender pad, place a defender down, and they will shoot and help fight with you as well. They are not immune to damage though, so you have to be mindful of where you place them and what you do. We can go into a detailed video of that later, but this is where your defenders are housed. This is where you level them up. And each defender, if you can see on the right hand side, has different perks, so you want to be mindful of all that. Then you have your expeditions. And I have expeditions to open here, so let me quickly go through these as I'm explaining. The expeditions, you can send out heroes, and they will go out in search of certain things. That one failed, so I didn't get anything from it. This one succeeded, and I got this hero, or I'm sorry, this survivor out of it. So that is good. I will use that survivor. And here's another survivor. I got 2 out of that. Okay, so then we have those survivors, and we'll worry about that in another video. But you can select the different ways to go out and get things. If you want to see a little bit more of this, there is a video that I have about how to get training manuals that focuses more on, getting training manuals and getting survivors. But it does show and explain how this works, and I'll also create another video that just explains expeditions in a little more detail. All right, next under the command tab is the survivors. This is where you can locate all of your survivors, and from here you can see what personality they fall under. You can also see their slot bonus, which is shown to the right. The personality is the first icon, the slot bonus is the second, and this just kind of gives you an overview of your survivors. These are the subordinates, and then these are your lead survivors. These I will explain to you in the next tab. These are possible level ups that you can use your evolution material and training manuals and stuff like that to level them up. And then the exclamation mark are all of your new ones that you've gotten. So yeah, that's how that one works. This you won't use as much as you will this, the survivor squads. This is one of the most important aspects of the game because this is where you will control your power level, and it's controlled by setting your survivor squads. If you want a tutorial on this, I do have a video to this in my playlist. So if I do not remember to link it down below, you can comment and say, hey, would you link the video? And I will. But I will try to remember to link it down below in the description. Just can't promise that I will because sometimes I get so much going on that I forget. So, but I do have a video on how to set survivor squads, and you should check that out. It will give you a lot of help and will help you to raise your power level. But this is the survivor squad portion, and you are definitely going to spend quite a bit of time here. So know this. This will help you a ton. Then after that, you have the upgrades. The upgrades are where I mentioned earlier that you can do certain things to like your storage and your backpack. So the first tool is under gadgets. These are all of the little extra things that you can use within the game. Each one does something different. As a beginner player, I suggest using Adrenaline Rush and Hover Turret. But I'll go into a separate video maybe of this and how to properly use the gadgets and what each one of them do and explain that in further detail. But for now, just know that this is where they're housed and this is where you can level them up. As you go through, you can level up each one of these as you progress through the game, and as your commander level raises, which you see up here, your account level, then you can upgrade more and more of these. Then the next one is tools. Tools are the behind the scene working things. Gadgets are what you can use in game. Tools are behind the scenes sort of things, such as your storm shield storage size, which I showed you guys earlier when we talked about the backpack versus the storage and where things are kept and how you use them. This is where you upgrade all of that. Pickaxe, building health, build and repair speed, and your backpack size. So all of these do something different. You want to look at these, and as I've said before multiple times, we'll have future videos that maybe describe all of this stuff and explain what each one of them do. Then from there you have your research. This is the second most important thing in my personal opinion as it pertains to your power level and growing in the game. This is something that you want to check on a not necessarily a daily basis, but if you can do it daily, that's even better because then you can at least log in and get your daily reward. But you will acquire, if you go down to show details, it tells how much you're currently generating. I am max, so I generate 350 per hour. Storage limit is 8,400 and my point limit is 33,600. The point limit is how high you can go and all the points that you can hold. You see here that I have 33,600, so I'm completely maxed out. I can't spend these or do anything with them as it pertains to this area. The only time these get spent are for expeditions. So take note of that. You will still spend these. They are still able to be used, but it's for expeditions only once you max everything out. But these will help you level up and increase your power in the game, and they all do different things, and we'll discuss that in a future video. Then you have your profile. Your profile is where you can gift team bonuses or like boosts and XP boosts for yourself. So if your team is in here, you can click on this and you can activate a team boost and give them a 5% boost using these little team chips, whatever they are, I don't know. But yeah, that's where you can do that, and you can use that here for yourself. It also will tell you currently I'm generating a 100% rate, which is just, you know, basically standard. I have my daily bonus XP. That's it. Other than that, I'm not getting anything extra. There's no account boost currently, so I can click here and see if there's any account boost. I don't have any. But this explains all of that information and then shows you what you're going to get per level. So once I hit the next reward, I'm going to get 40,000 survivor XP. Then after that, I'll get 20 storm shards and yada yada. So that's how all of that works there. So that's your command. Then under Armory, this is where you deal with your weapons. You deal with your backpack. You deal with all of your storage. Other things that pertain to what you have accomplished within the game. Remember, command deals with your hero and your power. Armory deals with the things that you have in the game. So you can go to your schematics, and from here you can see a full list of all of your schematics and what you have. This is where you will go to upgrade weapons, upgrade traps, make changes. All of that can be done here under the schematics. You can, let me just quickly show you, you can view and upgrade, see the changes, go over here and upgrade, and you can modify and make changes to your stuff. The backpack, this is what you currently have on you. The backpack is everything that you can take with you into a mission. You can see I'm limited to 220 spaces, which is the max value. If you're starting out in Stonewood, this is going to be a lot lower. And as you progress through the game, you can upgrade your backpack size, and I'll show you that here in just a second. But this is everything that you can carry with you in the game. This is where you'll do all of your crafting. So if you have weapon schematics and you have them available to you, you can craft from here. So that way they go into your backpack so that you can use them in a mission. You can also craft from your backpack while you're in a mission. So that way you've got the things, the weapons and traps and things like that to use. Then you have your storage. Your storage is your vault that you can only access either in your storm shield before you start a defense, or you can access from this window. These are things that lie within the storage of your storm shield that you can pull out when you need them. So if you're going into a mission and you are low on material and you've stocked up some building material like you see that I've done here, instead of having to pickaxe and farm all of the brick, I can just select here, go down to transfer, and I can transfer over all of the brick. Hit transfer, and there you go. Now I have the 5K here, and that 2.79K is right there. And I want to transfer that back because I really don't want to have the lower amount in my backpack. So I'm going to keep those full. But that's how you do that. You can click on each of these icons to change the weapons themselves and pull things out of the storage into your backpack. Ammo as well can be stored in here, which I don't recommend, but it can be. Traps can be pulled out, and then all of your crafting material. Then you have your collection book. Your collection book is where you house things that you have achieved throughout the game that you are not going to use. The collection book is awesome because as you put things into the collection book, you will go up levels, and each level will give you a reward. So currently I'm at level 263. Once I get to 264, I'm going to be able to select from training manuals, trap designs, or weapon designs. And then so on and so forth. I'm going to get 2 legendary survivors at level 266. So these are some great, ways to level up and get extra things within the game. Note that Epic recently made a change. These used to be able to be pulled out by V-Bucks. It would cost 20 V-Bucks and you could pull things out, which made it very easy for people to put things in their collection book and then pull them out. But now Epic has made a change where you have to use legendary flux. So just to unslot an Epic survivor, or an epic hero, it's going to cost me 50 legendary flux. And I will tell you, Epic only gives out flux at a rate of about 50 a week. So you can only pull something out once a week. That's if you spend it every time. So it's really, really bad that it's broken. I wish they would go back and fix it. I thought the 20 V-Bucks was fair, but that's just my thought and opinion on it. But they considered it pay to win. I don't know how that's pay to win, but and how you can pay to win in a campaign game that's PvE, I have no idea. So yeah, that's that, and that's your collection book. So put things in there. This is also where you will go to, let's say you play Ventures and you get weapon vouchers or hero vouchers. Here's where you can go to some of these event people, and if you have a hero voucher, you can select the person, hit recruit hero, and it says hero voucher or hero recruitment voucher. You can use the voucher to recruit heroes from the collection book into your current armory and your hero stack. So that's good to know. It's useful, and we can get into that with more of a Ventures explanation and how that works. So then you have your resources. Your resources are currently what you have. These are things that you use to level up in the game or to modify portions of the game. Your core reperk, which is what allows you to change the core functions of a weapon. It's often called a sixth perk. I'll show you that. Yeah, where did I just go? Armory, schematics. This here, if I go to modify perks, these can be modified. Right now there's a bug in the game where they can't be modified because they're legendary, which is horrible. But this down here is called the sixth perk. It gives you other options. And this is supposed to be where you would use that core reperk to change this option, which cannot be changed with the basic reperk. So this is your core reperk, and then this little wrench right here is your regular reperk. Then you have your flux, obviously, which is used to, you know, like I said, pull things out of the collection book. It's also used to change heroes from, you know, epic to legendary and things like that. So I'm not going to go through each one of these. I'll do that in another video and explain that, but wanted to, you know, show you where that's located. Then you have your locker. You know what your locker is. This is where you put your skins on and all that stuff. So we're not going to spend any time here. Yeah, it's the locker. If you've played BR, you know what it is, but not gonna lie, RoboCop doing the Pollo dance, absolutely love it. Okay, then your Llama Shop. Under your Llama Shop, you have a subcategory: X-ray, loot, and items. The X-ray are things that can be changed or be purchased. You can get a scope into them. You can view and see what you're going to get out of them, and they change every single day. You see there's a timer. In 10 hours and 15 minutes, these will change. You can get these X-ray tickets by running certain missions. I'll explain that also in another video, but these used to be able to be purchased with V-Bucks as well, and unfortunately that's no longer the case because that came with the same change that happened with the collection book. So boo on Epic there. It's pretty ridiculous because you can't purchase things. Like, there's 3 more of these spy llamas, and you see I don't even have enough tickets to get the next 3, and I would really like to, but I can't. So then you have the loot. The loot llamas are where you'll get special llamas, like maybe from your dailies or completing storm shield defenses, or your event llamas, which is what this pirate llama is. And this is where you can claim those to get extra things from the game that will help you progress, or you can use to, you know, put in collection book or whatever. Then you have your items. Your item shop, you have a weekly item shop, and then you have an event item shop. The event item shop will stay for the duration of the venture season. Whatever season you're in, which lasts approximately 3 months, roughly 3 months. I don't know the exact time, but it's about 3 months. Yeah, this is where these will stay. And Epic will regularly drop things in, like they've got scheduled release dates for things. So this set drops first, and then next came the bunnies around Easter time with the Easter egg launcher, and then we just got Buccaneer Ramirez and the powder keg bow. So these will continue to update, and they'll drop extra things in the event section as you go through. And then the weekly items, these obviously, according to the name, change every week. So buy these out as much as you can. If you are short on gold and you have weekly items versus event items, buy your weekly items first, because the weekly items are obviously going to change much faster than the event items, and you can grind out a little bit more to get more gold and purchase the event stuff. So buy that. This is where you get the flux. This is where you'll get some Eye of the Storm, Storm Shards. These are evolution material. I can tell you right now that purchasing weekly items here out of these are not going to be enough for you to progress through the game. So if you're just looking to be lazy and only buy the weekly, you're not going to progress very fast. The best way to get Eye of the Storm, Storm Shards, Lightning in a Bottle, Pure Drops of Rain is run missions. And if you need help with any of that stuff, I've got plenty of people in our Discord server that is linked down below where you can get help on getting some of this evolution material. And then last but not least, you have your store. And this is where you can buy V-Bucks that used to be very beneficial when it came to save the world, and it is no longer that viable. So if you are a save the world player only, such as myself, the V-Bucks are only good for skins now. So yeah, unfortunately, that's it. Epic really shot themselves in the foot with that one, because they made money off of me and many others by allowing us to purchase llamas and stuff with V-Bucks. So that is it, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I didn't want it to be very long. Hopefully that you got some good information out of it. I'll put timestamps in here. It's way longer than what I wanted it to be, but yeah, I wanted to at least drop you something. So I'll put timestamps so you can skip to certain parts and you can skip through other stuff. But this is that video, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll drop another video shortly in explaining some more things for beginners.